Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a focused executive learner or a business leader charting out your company's next massive phase of global growth, you are exactly where you need to be right now. Today, we're framing our entire session as an exclusive, high-level business briefing. We're going to unpack the literal playbook for conquering one of Asia's fastest-growing business hubs. Because let's face it, the global landscape is evolving incredibly fast, and companies are aggressively hunting for new markets that offer sustainable growth along with competitive operating costs. Well, today, we are looking at a market that is checking all of those boxes and then some. 170 million. That's a staggering number, right? That is the population of Bangladesh, making it one of the absolute largest consumer markets in the world. But it's not just the sheer size of that number that should capture your attention. It's the actual composition of the market. We are talking about a steadily growing middle class, rising incomes, massive digital adoption, and a highly youthful demographic. Their purchasing power is growing rapidly. And what does that mean for you? It means the demand for international brands and high-quality imported products across virtually every single sector is absolutely surging.
But of course, recognizing a massive consumer base, that's really just step one. There's a great quote here from MD Joinal Abdin, the founder and CEO of Trade and Investment Bangladesh, and it perfectly captures the mindset of an experienced international business consultant. He says, entering a new country requires much more than simply finding customers, and he hits the nail on the head. Success in a dynamic emerging market completely depends on a deep understanding of local dynamics, navigating complex regulatory compliance, and most importantly, identifying business partners you can actually trust. A great product just isn't enough on its own. Without the right local foundation, even the best products are going to fail to launch.
Okay, let's dive into this and map out our playbook for today. We'll be looking at 1. The macroeconomic case, 2. Choosing your entry strategy, 3. Vetting reliable partners, and 4. The expansion roadmap.
Phase 1. The macroeconomic case. Why Bangladesh? Well, a huge part of the answer is actually geography. Bangladesh sits literally right at the crossroads of South and Southeast Asia. It shares borders with India, it's incredibly close to China and the ASEAN markets, and its access to the Bay of Bengal provides absolutely vital maritime connectivity. For companies seeking regional expansion, this is your strategic gateway to a regional market of over 2 billion consumers. Because of this strategic position, the government is rolling out the red carpet to attract your capital. Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer level of active government support designed specifically for foreign direct investment. You've got access to special economic zones, targeted tax incentives in selected sectors, dedicated industrial parks, and export processing zones, all alongside some heavily simplified investment procedures. But listen, incentives like these, they're often a high-value, fleeting window as an economy matures. That makes the timing of your entry strategy absolutely crucial.
Phase 2, choosing your entry strategy, the operational reality.
So how do you actually set up shop? Foreign companies usually have a few distinct approaches, but today we're focusing on 2 specific operational structures. So the crucial point is understanding the trade-offs between these two. On one side, appointing an exclusive representative is basically your low-barrier, cost-effective scout. It lets you coordinate local business development, manage marketing, and supervise local dealers without actually opening a full subsidiary right out of the gate. Now, on the flip side, establishing a local branch office is your heavy artillery approach. It requires a much higher initial investment, sure, but it gives you a permanent local presence. This route significantly improves customer confidence, provides immense operational control, and creates a highly stable foundation for aggressive, long-term expansion.
But, regardless of which structural path you choose, you're going to need local allies. And that leads to a very serious question. How do you avoid the wrong business partner? Unfortunately, a lot of foreign companies make this massive mistake. They appoint local distributors based solely on the lowest price quotation, or maybe just a polite handshake at an international trade fair, or, believe it or not, an unsolicited email. Those shortcuts almost always lead to poor customer service, payment issues, and a severely damaged brand reputation in a market that relies really heavily on relationships.
Phase 3. Vetting reliable partners and mitigating your commercial risk.
In a diverse, dynamic market like Bangladesh, commercial due diligence isn't just some box you check off. It is the absolute core of a secure market entry. Thousands of businesses operate there, but honestly, only a fraction actually possess the required infrastructure to represent an international brand successfully. Expert consultants insist on very strict vetting criteria. Your ideal partner absolutely must have proven industry experience and rock-solid financial stability. And hey, you need to verify this, not just take their word for it. They need genuine nationwide or regional coverage, a highly professional after-sales capability to protect your brand, and above all else, transparent financial practices. Cultural compatibility and finding someone who shares your commitment to long-term cooperation, that is exactly what turns a basic distributor into a massive competitive advantage.
Phase 4, the expansion roadmap. Let's talk step-by-step execution.
Okay, so we've covered the macro environment, the structural entry choices, and risk mitigation. It's time to turn that strategy and caution into actionable, boots-on-the-ground steps. And this brilliantly illustrates a localized 5-step execution plan. Step 1, evaluate market potential. You've got to gather reliable commercial intelligence on import demand and, of course, your competitors. Step 2, develop your entry strategy. Decide if you're using an exclusive rep or opening a branch office. Step 3, identify and vet partners. Create a shortlist based on those strict criteria we just talked about. Step 4, verify credentials. Do rigorous commercial due diligence on their company registration and financial standing. And finally, Step 5, launch your brand. Interestingly enough, local experts highly recommend using single company exhibitions for this step. It gives you exclusive visibility to targeted buyers rather than just getting completely lost in the shuffle of a crowded general trade fair.
Now, to see where you should be executing first, look at the key sectors really driving this market. Consumer electronics, industrial machinery, and renewable energy are seeing absolutely explosive demand. Whether you're providing smart manufacturing tech, agricultural equipment, or the latest home appliances, the rapid modernization of Bangladeshi industries means they are actively seeking advanced international solutions right now. The demand is totally diverse, and it is immediate.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final, really provocative question to reflect on. Is your global expansion strategy missing its most promising market? Entering Bangladesh offers some truly exceptional opportunities, but it definitely demands careful planning, reliable market intelligence, and trusted local partnerships. Don't navigate an unfamiliar market purely on assumptions. Consider how partnering with experienced local business consultants can provide the exact strategic framework you need to unlock the full potential of this incredible economic gateway. Thanks so much for joining me, and I really hope this playbook has given you the clarity you need for your next big strategic move.